Hello, welcome back everyone. I am Apostle Dinette Haney with Prayer Time Ministry, your kingdom family auntie. And today I wanted to talk to you guys about Job and all of the trouble and experiences that Job went through. And I know sometimes in life we feel like Job. We feel like we've gone from one thing to the other. Before one thing is fixed, the next thing is come upon us and we don't know how much we can take. And we began to question ourselves and wonder, what is it? What has happened, God? What is really going on? Because I've done nothing that I know of wrong. Why am I having all of this trouble? And I want you to consider something today, because you know that old devil walks about like a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour. And so in Job's case, Job was an upright man. He hated evil and he honored God. But one day the sons of God came together, and the Bible says Satan came also. And I want you to consider something. I want you to consider that maybe, just maybe, the enemy has gotten permission to attack your life. He has gotten permission to touch your life, to cause havoc in your life. You are feeling all of the effects of it. I want you to know that God never left Job. He didn't. He never left Job. And he will never leave you either. If you would look closely, you will see that there's another seat right here, you guys. You are not alone. And God never intended for you to be alone, and he will never leave you alone. But everything that Job went through, God was right there with him in every situation. Listen, you're not by yourself. It may seem as if you're by yourself, but you're not. God is with you. He is with you in the middle of this situation. Just know that. I want to read something to you from Job, because I can't list all of the things that life can throw at us. I can't list all of the woes of life, because there's so many of them, from death to disappointment, to grief, the loss of friendships and relationships and jobs and ill health and all kinds. There's so many things, disappointments that happens in our life till we can't list them all. But we all have had our moments where we felt like Job. And I want to encourage you today to hang on in there, to stay with God, to stick with God, to not let go, and don't abort the process. In Job chapter 42, we find this: and the Lord blessed the latter parts of Job's life more than the former parts. He had 14,000 sheep, 6,000 camels, 1,000 yokes of oxen, and 1,000 donkeys. And he also had 7 sons and 3 daughters. Nowhere in all the land were there found women as beautiful as Job's daughters. And their fathers granted them an inheritance along with their brothers. After this, Job lived 140 years, and he saw his children and their children to the 4th generation. And so Job died an old man and full of years. I want you to know that in spite of what it feels like right now, that it is not over. Job sat in ashes and he thought it was over. His wife even came, and the enemy was using her to say some negative things. You have got to have a made up mind that no matter what, I'm gonna stick with God. For the Lord himself was right there with Job, and God blessed his latter end. Listen, if you give up now, you will never see your latter end. If you throw in the towel now, you'll never know what could be. Hang in there, not just in your day-to-day life, but hang in there in your faith. Keep getting up, keep praying, keep spending time with God, keep hoping, keep dreaming, keep loving, keep giving, keep being who God has called you to be. And you watch God move. You watch God. Don't you dare give up. There is more for you in your latter end. And Job lived long enough in his latter end to see his children, his grandchildren, his great-grandchildren, even to the 4th generation. Don't give up. Hang in there. It could be that you're just in a testing phase where the enemy has gotten permission to put his hand on you. But I want you to know that at the end of the day, God will get all of the glory. And I pray that you live long, healthy, and strong so that you too can testify like Job about the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. Welcome back. I pray that this word was an encouragement to you. Now, I want to ask you to do me a favor. Will you press that subscribe button so that we can get more subscribers? And also share with other people. Many times we say, well, I'm not a preacher, someone that carries a message. What can I do? What can I say? You can share the word. You can share this encouragement to someone else by pressing that like button, by subscribing, by sharing it with other people. So you can press the subscribe button and let others know what you've been finding out, how you've been encouraged. So God bless you today. Again, this is Apostle Dinette Haney with Prayer Time Ministry, your Kingdom Family Auntie.